Good day everyone! For today's video lesson ay itutuloy natin ang pag-solve ng problems involving oblique triangles. At i-guide ko rin kayo sa inyong assimilation problem. Ito ay para sa mga grade 9, week 8, quarter 4. Hello everyone! Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Kung bago ka pa lang sa channel ko, gumagawa ako ng mga Tagalog tutorial videos mula grade 7 hanggang grade 11. Kung interesado ka, please like, subscribe, at i-click mo na rin ang notification bell para ma-notify ka kapag may bago akong upload na video. Just keep on watching! Good day everyone! Kung hindi nyo pa napapanood yung engagement problem, i-click nyo na lang dito sa taas or hanapin nyo na lang sa playlist natin, okay? Ito nga yung mga gagamitin nating mga formula. Pag ang gagamitin natin ay law of sines, ito yung gagamitin natin. At kapag ang given naman ay side angle side, ito yung gagamitin natin. Tapos kapag all sides naman yung given or side side side, ay ito naman ang formula na gagamitin natin. So let's start sa ating assimilation problem number 1. A triangular parcel of land that will be used as a garden with points A, B, and C was to be fenced as a project of the SJNHS Science Club. No data for the lengths of sides AB and AC are available. As shown in the figure, how much fencing materials are to be used in the lot? Ang given dito yung angle A, which is 25 degrees, yung angle C naman ay 50 degrees, at yung side BC ay 5 meters. So ang gagawin natin is to find the measurement of side AB at side AC. This is angle A. So, given yung angle A at angle C, pwede nating makuha yung angle B. That is 180 minus 25 plus 50. Yun yung magiging measurement ng angle B. 25 plus 50 equals 75 and 180 minus 75 equals 105 degrees. So, the measurement of angle B equals 105 degrees. Yung katapat ng angle A, yun yung side A. Yung katapat ng angle C ay yung side C, at yung katapat naman niyang angle B is side B. Okay? Ang first na hahanapin natin is yung measurement ng side B. And that is sin A over A equals sin B over B. Kasi meron naman tayong side A tsaka angle A. By substitution, that is sin 25 degrees over 5 equals sin ng angle B natin is 105 over B. Then, cross multiply, that is B times sin 25 equals 5 times sin 105. Para makuha natin yung B, i-divide natin by sin 25 para makancel yung katabi niya. And ganito rin dapat dito. Matitira na lang ay B equals 5 times sin 105 dapat ito. Sin 105 divided by 25. Then, simplify. 5 times sin 105, mag-equal kayo palagi, divided by sin 25 equals 11.43. Okay? So, the measurement of side B, ito, is 11.43. Ngayon, kunin naman natin yung measurement ng side C. And the formula is sin A over A equals sin C over C. Ganito rin yung gagawin natin, that is sin 25 over 5 equals sin, ang angle C natin is 50 over C. Then, cross multiply, magiging C times sin 25 equals 5 times sin 50. Divide natin by sin 25 para makancel ito. Then, ang matitira na lang is C equals 5 times sin 50 all over sin 25. Using your calculator, pindutin nyo lang yung 5 times sin 50. Then, mag-equals kayo palagi. Huwag nyong dediretsuhin. Divided by sin 25 equals 9.06. Now, let's go back to the question. How much fencing materials are to be used in the lot? So, ang kukunin natin dito is yung perimeter ng triangle. Ibig sabihin, i-add lang natin yung side A, side B, at saka yung side C. By substitution, ang side A natin is 5 meters, plus ang side B naman natin is 11.43, plus ang side C naman is 9.06. Then simplify using your calculator. 5 plus 11.43 plus 9.06 equals 25.49 meters. Okay? Ibig sabihin, 25.49 meters ang magagamit nilang fencing materials sa triangular parcel of land na ito. Alright? Next, proceed na tayo sa number 2. At Sampaloc Lake, a boatman sights a bowway at an angle of 28 degrees to the boat's path. He continues on the same course for a distance of 150 meters and then sights the same bowway at angle of 40 degrees. To the nearest meter, how far is the boat from the bowway at the second sighting? So, meron tayong triangle dito at palalakihin natin para mas makita ninyo. So, ganyan siya. Let's say na ito ay angle A, angle B, at ito naman ay angle C. Ang given natin dito is 28 degrees, ito, tapos, ito naman ay 40 degrees, and then, ito ay 150 meters. Ngayon, ang kailangan natin is itong triangle na to, yung oblique triangle. Paano natin makukuha yung 140 dito? So, ang ginawa ko dito, since linear pair itong angle na to, ito, tsaka ito, pwede nating isubtract yung 40 degrees sa 180. Kaya, 180 minus 40 equals 140. Kasi ito yung kailangan natin, hindi yung triangle na to. I-identify lang natin yung mga given. Yung angle A ay 28 degrees. This should be angle B. And then, yung angle C naman ay unknown. Tapos, di ba yung katapat ng angle C, yun yung side C. So, ang hahanapin natin is yung side A, tsaka yung side B. Since given na yung dalawang angle natin, pwede na nating makuha yung measurement ng angle C, and that is 180 minus 28 plus 140. Bakit naging 140 ulit to? Kasi 180 minus 40 equals 140 kasi nga linear pair sila. And then 180 minus 168 equals 12 degrees. Ang given natin dito is angle side tapos angle. Ibig sabihin, ang gagamitin natin ay law of sines, and that is sin A over A equals sin C over C. By substitution, ang angle A natin is 28 degrees. So that is sin 28 degrees over A equals, ang angle C naman natin is 12 degrees. So that is sin 12 over 150. Then cross multiply, that would be A times sin 12 equals 150 times sin 28. Para makuha natin yung value ng A, i-divide natin both sides by sin 12. Makakancel yung sin 12 and ang matitira na lang is A equals 150 times sin 28 degrees all over sin 12. Using your calculator, pindutin nyo lang yung 150 sin 28, then parenthesis, divided by sin 12 equals 338.71 by rounding to the nearest hundreds, meaning the distance of the boat from the buoy at the second sighting is 338.71 meters. Okay? And lastly, if a hiker travels at an average speed of 2.5 miles per hour, how long will it take him to travel from the cave to the waterfall round to the nearest tenth of an hour? So, meron tayong formula dito na distance equals rate times time na magagamit natin mamaya. So, let's say this is angle A, angle B, and angle C. And ang given natin dito is side, angle side. Ano ang pwede natin gamitin? Tama, law of cosines. I-identify lang natin yung mga given. Yung angle A is 71.7 degrees. Then, yung side B is 3 miles. And then, yung side C, ito, kasi katapat niya yung angle C, that is 4 miles. Ngayon, para makuha natin yung side A, ang gagamitin nating formula is A squared equals B squared plus C squared minus 2BC times cosine A. By substitution, that is, ang B natin is 3 plus, ang C naman natin is 4 minus 2 times 3 times 4 times cosine, ang angle A natin is 71.7. Then, simplify. 3 times 3 equals 9. 4 times 4 equals 16. And then, 2 times 3 times 4 equals 24 times cosine 71.7.
Simplify. 9 plus 16 equals 25 minus the value of 24 times cosine 71.7 equals 7.4. Solve natin to. 25 minus 7.54 equals 17.46. At para makuha natin yung measurement ng side A, kailangan natin kunin yung square root ng 17.46. Kailangan nating tanggalin yung square dito. So, mag-square root tayo. And the square root of 17.46 equals 4.2. The measurement of side A is 4.2. Ngayon, ang tinatanong is, how long will it take him to travel from the cave to the waterfall? So, ang tinatanong dito is the time. Using this formula, diba, that is distance equals rate times time, i-derive lang natin yung formula ng time. So, i-divide natin both sides ng r para makancel yung r. Yung time na lang yung matitira, and that is time equals distance over rate. So, ang distance natin is 4.2 divided by, ang rate natin is 2.5. 4.2 divided by 2.5 equals 1.7 hour. So, meaning, the hiker will take 1.7 hours to reach the waterfall from the cave. So, ganun lang siya. Sana nakatulong ito sa inyo, at kung nakatulong ito sa inyo, mag-comment kayo sa baba at pakishare na rin sa mga classmates ninyo para malaman nila. Once again, stay home, stay safe, stay healthy at mag-aral lang mabuti. God bless you all and goodbye!